They shot down our drone. What should our answer be?
Well, we should hold them accountable and say that if you ever get near another U.S. set flying in international waters, your airplane would be shot down. What would Ronald Reagan do right now? He would start shooting Russian planes down if they were threatening our assets. American foreign.
I kind of think at any point you were doing a what would Ronald Reagan do that you have lost your audience, like get out of here. He would roll over in his grave and just not do anything that would help the American people as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, Lindsey Graham's antics are not unusual as they typically are par for the course. And it really comes following a Russian fighter jet forcing down a US Air Force drone over the Black Sea on Tuesday. And that's after damaging the propeller of the American MQ-9 Reaper drone, as according to the US military. And of course, Graham isn't picky with his military interventions, as he also suggested using force against the cartels.
I've had it. The 4 people that were kidnapped, 2 of them were killed, were from South Carolina. I've had it with the idea that America needs to sit on the sidelines and do nothing about an invasion of this country of fentanyl being provided by drug cartels to the Mexican president. I would like to work with you to liberate the Mexican people from the scourge of drug cartels. I'd like to work with you to stop the flow of fentanyl into my country, our country, that's killing 70,000 of our citizens. And if you don't work with us, we're going to do it by ourselves.
Well, I'll tell you.
I really, for a moment there, thought he was going to say he wanted to liberate them from scurvy. But then again, that kind of tells you where my mind goes when I'm listening to Lindsey Graham utter nonsense. Brett.
Lindsey Graham is my favorite person in Congress.
Why?
Because he's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham is the ultimate fake it till you make it senator. Because we know he's just kind of a little like, he's like hot pomade. It's like kind of a solid, and he's kind of greasy, and he's just kind of amorphous, and he's just there for appearances. Like Lindsey Graham is a total wuss bag, but somehow Lindsey Graham is supposed to be this symbol of American fortitude. What did Ronald Reagan do? This is a guy who's been on all sides of every issue, trying to be like, I think you're a punk, Donald Trump, and then Trump just whoops him. And he's like, oh, I won't get Vladimir Putin, I'm gonna show him what's what. And Putin's just like, are you kidding me? Like, if I'm the Republicans, they're struggling to maintain this war hawk attitude in the face of a lot of people in the populist wing saying, I don't want to be involved in Russia. And they have a bunch of stupid reasons for that. But they also have reasons that resonate with people who are like, I can't like pay for my kids' dental appointments. Why are we spending billions of dollars abroad in forever wars in Iraq? Why are we still authorizing the use of force there? But for Lindsey Graham he's not the Marlboro man. He's not this idea, and he really typifies this weird dynamic of right-wing, self-professed alpha dogs that don't pass the sniff test. You just kind of want to push them over. It's so weird to me that Lindsey Graham does this, and the fact that Marco Rubio and company, like Mitt Romney, they're all kind of pushing back against the idea that you would have to vote for a war powers authorization. It's that they want to use like these administrative ticky-tack delay tools at their disposal because they know that people don't want to go to war for no reason. It's harder and harder in this day and age to justify people going to war for no reason. And they wanted to maintain this idea of a very powerful executive because a lot of the people on the right wing are kind of fashy, and they want to give as much power as possible to one person. These are the small government people, by the way. They want them not to pay taxes. They want you to pay taxes. They want no regulation so that they can kill you with the food they produce without any regulation and blow up, derail trains near your town. And they want to be able to send you to war and hook you into joining the military and tie some kind of student debt relief to that action, because that's a way to pay for an expensive life that they've already made prohibitively expensive a bunch of different ways. This is exposing really the annoying part, the parts that I'll say are annoying about the Republican Party, but they're actually nefarious and evil, and they're talking out of two sides of their mouth, and they pretend that they're patriots when really all they want to do is enrich themselves and their donors in the military-industrial complex, and then this weird, and they want to appease the populist wing of their party because it's also a very jingoistic, racist wing of their party by saying, oh, also the Mexicans, they do drugs and kill us, so we should kill them too. A drone over Russia is tied directly to drug cartels because I just want to spend money on the military. Thank you. My name's Lindsey Graham. Where's the check?
I love that. That's fantastic. But I will critique your Lindsey Graham because it slid into Ross Perot. The thing is that I respect it, but I have to critique it. It's the right thing to do.
Well, can I finish? Can I finish, please? Can I finish?
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.